on the inside of your business. Or you got problems in the marketplace that you work in. There are problems that are imposed upon you, or there are problems that you impose upon yourself. You have some things happening within the organization or around the organization. You need to accept change. You need to find new ways of doing things so you can become more profitable. And number 7, when you see new opportunities that you can't take advantage of under your present setup. I cannot tell you the number of companies I have worked with over the years who see these magnificent opportunities that they would love to sort of plug into, but they can't. You know why they can't? Because their business is set up in a certain way. Their structure is in a certain way. Their systems are already prescribed. And they say, why we would love to do this way, our system cannot take it. Now, manufacturers specifically are at the receiving end of this. Maybe a new technology comes along, but their machinery have not been updated from year to year, and they cannot make use of the new technology. But even behaviorally, that's true. Companies that do not grow their people continuously, and all of a sudden, they look at their people and they say, you know what? To move into tomorrow, we have people from yesterday, and how do we catch up our people with the challenges of tomorrow? Have we been doing it day in, day out, month in, month out? We could take those systems and run with them. But now we're behind. Now we're in trouble. What can we do? So even though change represents an opportunity, we're not set up to accept it in a very meaningful way. What I'm talking about here is planned change instead of change that you have to do because of circumstances. And planned change involves 3 stages. If you really want to instill change in your company in a planned and orderly manner, then there are 3 stages that you must understand. Here's the first one. This one we call the softening stage. Now what happens when you soften something? You apply heat to it. Let's take a piece of metal. You apply heat to the metal and it softens. You begin to attach a stigma to old behaviors and you stop rewarding them. If you want to change something in your organization, take that behavior you don't want, attach a stigma to it, and don't reward it anymore. Begin to soften the stage that says, you know what? This is not going to be acceptable anymore. We have to change so all of us can have jobs, so all of us can prosper, so we can survive in a competitive global marketplace. Prepare your employees through effective communication. Show them why change is necessary. Show them what benefits they can expect from it and what their roles will be after the change. You see, remember, people change because of pain. When the pain of remaining the same becomes greater than the pain of changing, what happens? People will then change. But if the pain of remaining the same is not that great, why should I change? People would rather be comfortable than be excellent. You have not given me a real cause why I should change. Just as sure as the sun rises in the east every day, when you attempt to implement change in your organization, you will find that you will get 3 attitudes from your people. Here they are. Some people will be supportive. Those are your best team players. Some people will be indifferent. They need education. They need motivation. They need inspiration. They don't care. And the third attitude you'll get is one that we call opposing. They will oppose the change. And they will come up with all kinds of ideas and all kinds of debates why it should not happen. Now, all 3 of those attitudes are important. And you need to work at all 3 of them to bring them into your circle of influence and into your cycle of thinking if the change really is going to be implemented long term. So first we said the stage is called softening. The second stage is called reshaping. Reshaping. This you might call a shift to the positive. Now you're less concerned with rooting out old ways and you're more concerned with implanting new ways. In other words, convince your managers and your employees that the new way really is the right way. It's the right way for all of us. It's the right way for our employees, our company, and our customers. Compensation and reward systems must be redesigned to reflect the new values. In other words, you have to give people an opportunity to help plan and implement the change. So softening, reshaping, and that takes us into the third stage. And this one we call restabilizing. During this period, you want the new behaviors to become a natural part of the everyday routine in the workplace. When it comes to change, managers typically fall into one of three categories. And let's see if these people work with you or for you or next door to you. The first category of managers are those who deliver on commitments and share the new values. They deliver on commitments and they share these new values. They're with you. They're sold. They're part of the team. They're ready to go forward and climb towards higher performance. The second are those who sometimes fail to meet their commitments. They don't meet their commitments, but who still share their values. They may fail in meeting their commitments, but they do share the values of the corporation and the values of the change. And listen to this one. The third kind of managers are those who don't meet commitments and don't share the new values. If you have employees like those working with you, you have a monumental challenge. And sometimes, some of those never come around, never embrace a change, never help you to implement it in a way that really brings the results that you are after. What have we said? In summary, we've said it may take years to effect fundamental change. And a manager should never consider the job finished. If anything is constant in our world, it is change. What you and I must do is ride on the train of change onwards and upwards, both personally and professionally. Because I ask you, is there any other way when you and I can meet the challenges of tomorrow and can make our job and our performance excellent in every way? My friend, there is no choice. Embrace change. Learn to live with it. Capitalize upon it and celebrate the victories.